Visual evidence, although you might not want to see it if you have yet to eat your breakfast, or probably if you have. Malik Willis ran the ball on this play, didn't throw it because he didn't want to subject anyone else to this. The center, Josh Myers, vomited on the football. Chris, you have dealt with swamp ass.
Yes.
Have you ever dealt with vomit ball?
I have not dealt with vomit ball there, but that would be, that would be a problem. I don't know what I'd do there. That's disgusting. I mean, what do you do? I'd like to say, hey, center, take your hand off the ball for a second and at least puke behind yourself or something, but don't puke on the ball. That's a first for me there. That was pretty good.
There used to be a time when someone would throw up, they would kind of cut away from it. Now it's like they embrace it. Like guy walking off the field and puking all over himself, puking into a trash can, puke this, puke that. Here's Matt LaFleur, head coach of the Green Bay Packers, explaining what happened there after the Packers beat the Colts 16-10.
I asked Malik why he didn't throw the ball on that third down, and he told me that Josh threw up on the ball. I was like, that's the first time I've ever heard that. Matter of fact, the official came over to me, Sean came over to me and said, we saw your center thrown up on the ball. Do you want us to take him out next time? I said, absolutely. Please do that because, you're talking about a critical situation, and it's third down, and I've never had a throw with vomit on a football. So I don't know. I don't think Malik probably didn't appreciate that.
Yeah, that's something that you really can't plan for. Of all the things that you can possibly account for that could happen, the center throwing up on the ball right before the snap, and I'm sure there are some quarterbacks out there. This isn't a knock on Malik Willis. I'm sure there's some guys out there that still would have thrown the freaking ball. They don't care if there's vomit on the ball. They got to get the first down.
I think so. You're right. It's 3rd and 10. I don't know what throw he expected him to make. There was a shallow crosser there by the tight end where he could have thrown it to him, certainly. I don't know if he would have got the first down, but maybe he just was afraid that maybe the ball was so chunky and wet that he literally felt like it was going to slip out of his hand.
One of the stories Tony Dungy tells about Super Bowl 41, Peyton Manning knew it was going to rain, so he said, we got to practice with wet balls. We hear that story all the time, so maybe you just got to practice with vomit balls. Maybe you got to carve out a little time, right? Carve out a little time and have somebody puke on the ball and go out and throw the pass just to be ready.
Thank you.
And you could try other, you could do poop ball. You could do all sorts of stuff.
Stop. Get out of here. All right. Either way, though, let's the Packers.
I don't know why that should have been one of my best bets last week.
I'm with you.
We saw the Colts, the Colts did nothing week one, and they've done nothing with Anthony Richardson at quarterback. Consistent and sustained.
Yeah, just been
to
played.
Make us say,
exactly.
they'll go in there and beat the Packers at Lambeau Field, even if they don't have Jordan Love. It's Lambeau Field. It's the Packers. The Packers have a good team.
That's right.
Some teams are capable of winning without their starting quarterback, and the Packers are one of them.
Definitely. We need to respect the culture of the Green Bay Packers and the respect for Matt LaFleur, who's one of the best coaches in football, but for some reason kind of gets forgotten about all the time. But yes, you said it right. They're a good football team with a lot of other things to lean on other than, we just need to have Jordan Love. They're not a one-trick pony. And what a great investment they made in this guy right here, Josh Jacobs. Good job by Gutekunst, the GM, bringing him in. They're not a team that always gets free agents. Malik Willis, we need a backup quarterback. They make that move. So I got to give them props there. But physically dominated the Colts. The Colts obviously have a problem with run defense. And then DeForest Buckner got hurt yesterday too, so that's scary. Let alone, I don't think they got a lot of big-time players on their front seven to go to begin with. But this game, as we know, was close to being a blowout too. Josh Jacobs, they're going in to go up 17-0 in fumbles as he's going into the end zone. And that, by all due accounts, it felt like would have been checkmate, game over. Right? That allowed the Colts to kind of hang around and make it a little interesting at the end, but the run game was big time. Green Bay's got a pretty good offensive line. They keep you off kilter with some of the reverses and speed sweeps, and then Malik Willis, as the game went on, hit a throw or two, and they pull out the win, but good for Green Bay to get it done.
Yeah, and any game they can win without Jordan Love, that's money in the bank, because he'll be back week 4, week 5, or week 6. He was questionable up until, Saturday. They dropped him to doubtful and activated Sean Clifford from the practice squad. So we'll see what happens. But, hey, they got that win. Great for the Packers. They get to 1-1.
Well, other thing we do, you hit on it with the Colts, and that's what we got to watch. We see superstar plays from Anthony Richardson. We get that. But You see a lot of plays and decisions and throws where you go, that's not up to starting quarterback caliber. And that's where we got to work that out.
That's
an
what
issue.
hurt them the most with him missing most of last year. He could have worked through some of that stuff he needed. That was the narrative. He needs to play. He needs reps. And now he's getting in year 2 what he should have gotten in year 1, and it's going to hold the Colts back, and it may cause Jim Irsay to make some changes because he's going to get impatient because we've seen it before.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be in the upper quartile this year.
No upper quartiles, no banners to be hung at Lucas Oil Stadium. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.